feel like my dad left to get milk in Vietnam like 25 years ago, and now he's finally back for good. Last month, my brother invited me back home for a birthday weekend. And I live in DC, but my entire extended family, like 20, 30 aunts and uncles, they all live in Houston. So this is one of those opportunities where I get as much family time as possible between my arrival and my departure. From the airport, my brother whisked me away to a 10-year-old's birthday party, which is kind of fun because the other parents are like, oh, where's yours? And I go, oh, he's not here. I just really enjoy watching your kids run around. And it's his idea, again, to have my dad over for dinner. And apparently he's back in town. I love my dad. I haven't seen him in a while. We don't talk as much as we should. I feel like when he left 25 years ago, he gave up his role as my father figure. But nonetheless, I do enjoy hanging out with him. And so we pick up my dad, we bring him home as a surprise for my mom. And my mom is a saint. Everybody loves her. She's held this family together by the grit of her teeth and nails. And she always has food on the stove. My dad, he's 67. He's got like diabetes now. He's not as spry as he used to be. He doesn't eat as much as he used to. But he finishes this huge bowl of noodles. And he's like, Yvonne, can I have a second bowl of noodles? Not too often do I get a homemade meal by your mom. It's pretty nice. My favorite selfie is this 0.7 zoom I have at the dinner table. And it's my parents, opposite sides of the dinner table. My mom, stone face. My dad, just like really happy to be there. I think it's really nice catching up. Right before I'm about to take him home, he asked my brother for a haircut. So I'm off the sides. And my brother has a really nice setup in the garage. And we crack open a bottle of scotch, Macallan 15. And we find a pack of Marlboro Red so he can get the full service. And for Vietnamese people, our home and our barbershop are almost synonymous. It's where we share stories and we talk mad shit. We asked my dad about how he came over to America in '82, and he told us all about the Thai pirates that burned down his boat. Then he told us about meeting my mom in Saigon. He said, you know, back then, you didn't just get a kiss on the first date. Not like now, you get a handhold at best. I think the courting process is so ingrained in him. You see me back there? Asking your mom for a second bowl of soup? Yeah, he's right. He's still got it. In fact, I think everyone in our family is very charming. My brother said we're like debonaires. I think we're more like troubadours. And my dad can't find another 3-syllable French word. But my brother finishes his haircut. Then we crack open a bottle of cognac, Martell XL. At this point I know, for sure, not taking my dad home tonight. But he takes a deep drag of a cigarette, and I mirror him. He said that he's, I think the last time the three of us were in the same room, it was probably 30 years ago. He had this big ass belt and he was whipping our little butts. But now, it's just us in this open garage, flooded in fluorescent lighting, sitting on makeshift chairs. In my family, this is how we do it. This is how we bond in Vietnamese culture. He told us that he's gotten really into Buddhism to find inner peace. Like, look at my YouTube algorithm. It's all prayers. That's what I knew to stop asking my sons for money. And I'm really happy for him, because I didn't get religion. I just went to a lot of therapy. Around 3 a.m., he starts talking about my mom. And he said he didn't know what he was thinking all those years back in Vietnam when he got married to my stepmom. And when he told her that, her first response was, how am I going to take care of these kids? Well, she figured out a way, but I didn't realize that my dad was living in shame for so long. He confessed, sometimes I think the poison drank by the father becomes the symptoms of the sons. And my brother and I were like, no, don't worry about us. We're fine. We're doing a lot better now. But then I look at my brother, and then he looks at me. And we both know that I'm divorced and I don't get to see my son very often. And my brother is on his third wife and has 2 kids. So I take a sip. I'm pulling on the cigarette. And I tell my dad, maybe it's nature or nurture, or maybe we have a curse flowing through our veins. Maybe I give my dad grace because he's always been very honest with his mistakes. And maybe I'm a lot more like him than I would care to admit. Despite it all, my mom taught us very much to love as much as we can. So I feel like my dad left to get milk in Vietnam like 25 years ago, and now he's finally back for good. But in fairness, I left home to join the Navy 16 years ago, so maybe lost years shouldn't be held against us. And this is why I have no problem waiting for people to come home with milk.